Hi, I'm Courtney Unruh, and I'm excited to be learning with all of you this semester in educational leadership. I am currently in my sixth year of teaching. I taught sixth grade for 3 years, and now this is my third year teaching fourth grade. And I love fourth grade. I don't know if I'll ever be able to leave this grade level. It would take a lot for me to make that shift, but um, I am currently working towards my master's degree in library media science. And so I think the only way I could leave fourth grade is if I kind of made the career shift to become a librarian, which is a definite possibility. I have always loved reading and books and um, all things reading. So that was kind of an easy decision when thinking about what master's degree I would maybe want to pursue, and I'm excited about um, kind of that possibility in my career. I've had a few leadership positions in my teaching career. I was part of the long-term curriculum planning team at my first district, and so we worked with a small team each summer to um, determine what the curriculum would look like for the coming year, and kind of revamping anytime a new curriculum was brought in, remaking those long-term plans. So I was on that team. And then when I moved to my new district, I was asked right away to be part of the social emotional learning team, and that has been a huge, huge blessing in my life. It has been so awesome to be able to implement some of the strategies that we talk about on that team in my classroom and just really reach the students who maybe need some help socially and emotionally. But also the team that I am a part of has just been so good for myself. While teaching, we're really like kind of our own little support group, and we kind of support each other's social and emotional well-being. So it's been so great to be part of that team. And then we help the other teachers in our building to kind of implement different strategies and different the curriculum that we have to go with our social emotional um, learning initiative that we kind of took on this year. So I love that position, and am just really grateful for that opportunity. Um, some extra fun information about me. I live in the town that I grew up in, and I teach at the elementary school where I went to elementary school. So it's really cool to be a part of this community in a new way. I coach at the high school, so that's fun to kind of be in two places and just get really connected within this community. My parents still live here. My sister and her husband um, live and work here, so it's nice to be back with family after having left um, for my undergrad and for my first few years of teaching. Um, and another exciting thing in my life is that I am getting married this summer. So, in the midst of master's classes and teaching and coaching, I'm also planning my wedding. So, it's kind of going to be a crazy semester, but I am excited about it and just excited for kind of the new changes happening in my life. So, when I think about a good leader and a bad leader, I kind of thought about my experiences, and I thought back on my 6 years of teaching and realized I have had 4 different administrators in 6 years. So I've kind of seen it all, the good, the bad, the ugly. And so I've experienced a really great leaders. Thankfully, I'm currently in a position where I feel I have a really great leader. I've experienced poor leadership, and that has affected like my teaching and really my desire to stay at that location where I was teaching. So that's kind of one thing about leaders that can make or break your staff and your team. I think poor leadership drives people away. Um, Good leadership brings people in and makes people want to be a part of your team. Some other characteristics that I kind of thought of were honesty and transparency. I think it's important to have kind of that window of trust between team and leader, um, and being able to problem solve together. I don't really feel that dictator leadership is a, a good way to lead. I think problem solving can happen together. While the leader may have to make the ultimate decision, I think it's important for leaders to understand that they can bring in others to help with those problem solving, with those problems that need to be solved. And then the area that I've kind of experienced the good and the bad with is communication. Bad communication really has, or non existent communication, has caused it to make it really difficult to work in schools. And so for me, it just, if I don't know what's going on, it's really hard to be part of a staff. And I've experienced that. And, kind of was one reason that led me to find a different job opportunity. And thankful now to have a leader who, communicates well with all staff and makes it known when there's something we need to know. And then finally, the other thing that came to my mind was I feel like good leaders are present, and your team knows where you are, and like you're in the building, you're part of this team, you're working with them, you're there. That doesn't seem like too much to ask for, but I've also experienced a leader who would leave whenever they wanted to, and when teachers and other staff needed something, they would be nowhere to be found. So, I've kind of touched on the good and the bad, and they connect, they go back and forth. But I'm excited to learn more this semester and learn from all of you. Thank you.